Okay, we came in today with an up bias in the E-mini after the last 2 days of really strong buying. Option expiration. Favor to close between 2045 and 2075. We said based on the last 2 days, if the market was going to spike into the close, it would be to the upside. And you had that piece of information available on the last update, actually the last 2 updates. Okay, our second buy zone was 55 to 57. Our first buy zone was 60 to 62. We basically had a sell in the 69.71 and 74.76. And we got our first buy right here, positive. Had our first sell right here on the sell stop. Off the software, positive. Into our buy zone right here, we had a nice buy, positive. Just nothing but chop right here. So the early trades were the best trades. The market gradually did not just self lower. On the last, structurally the market was going to close at 62.50, but we broke it out. So these B's unanswered buying all the way up. So I'm still would guess that we would close it below 75 just because the market makers will put on a big fight up there. But a spike into the close would not be unexpected either. I mean, that's where the imbalance is. It's to the buy side. Okay, looking at the F1 screen. On the E-mini, this is where we start every market. Higher low, higher high. The screen tells me we're buyers come Monday. The seasonal bias tells me we're buyers come Monday. Expecting a higher close on Wednesday and a higher close on the following Wednesday, the end of the new year. I mean, the start of the new year, the end of the old year. Here's our move out of the middle. And J or K period. Could do it with L if I combined everything and put it together like this. Off your longest line of letters. And here we sit. Can we take out and make new contract highs? So this screen says we're a buyer. They are in congruence. And that's good. So the easiest trade to see will be sell failure to take out 75.79. If we get through 79, the next stop will be 84.86. On the buy side, the breakout came from 68.50. That's L period low is at 65.50, so maybe stops below 65. 65, 67 buy 1, and buy 2, 60 to 62. Okay, we do have some news on Monday. We've got the 2-year auction, which really won't impact this market. We've got existing home sales. And again, you know, if it comes in bad, lower than expected, the market will rally. Just the way that it works. Not usually a market mover. Okay, on the note, 2-year auction on Monday. It's almost always a winner. Marketed up today. Closed on its highs, but we got to get through 24 to 28. So F1 says down. F2, excuse me, pointed higher. Pretty square distribution to D. Probably about as symmetrical a distribution as you can see formed by the market. We got ourselves a D pattern. That tends to favor trading ranges or a breakout. So the trade to see is sell failure to take out 24.28 and 31 to 03. On the buy side, last rotate out, down stopped at 18, pretty clean break in the market. We're at 22. Got a K period low, so we're going to try 17s to 13s, but we may have to pay 19s or 20s to get in. And the activity in this contract will start to slow on Monday. It won't be over. It can trade well into Christmas Eve. It's usually not worth trading from Christmas to New Year's. And we won't have a full market until after Martin Luther King's birthday. And the reason for that are all the different vacations that are taken around the globe. You got Asian vacations that don't correspond with Christmas. You've got Europe that, while they may not believe or go to church very much anymore, they sure as hell take the vacations because they get time off from work. It's built into, it's taken as a right. And, I mean, who could be against religion in that way if you get some time off from work? Had good action today in the knob spread, traded up. And probably part of it's a function of next week's auction. But if you take a look right here, we got this highs that came in the 15-16 area. We've got this low over at 20. So selling failure to take out 16 to 20. Just a second. Okay, trading range on gold. Sorry, folks, for that. 12, 1202, 1205, 1207 sell on the buy side, 90 to 92, 85 to 87. Well, Reg, you're going to be in tall cotton down there. Now that Cuba's going to open up, you can go down there and drill holes in the earth once again and see if you can help those people find oil. I don't think they've been too successful. So right now, just off this structure, we're rejecting prices above 58. We broke this thing out this morning from 56.50 to $1.50, so selling 58, 58 and a quarter, sell 1. 75 to the buck for sell 2. First breakout down here is against 25, so 57, 25, buy 1. Then 56 and a quarter, 56.50, buy 2. Lots of volatility in crude oil, lots of opportunity. And looking at the euro, my guess is the euro will probably shut down from Christmas to the end of the year. It's not a good it's like the financials. The same people that are real big in the financials are big in the currencies. The world's 2 biggest markets. They're pretty serious about their holidays, so we just made new lows. We're sitting on them. No reason to think we're not going lower. I like the buy against 22. Why? Profit taking. And so it's 22 even, plus or minus. Obviously, you got to get through 25 to get down there. Really like to sell in the 50 area, so 50 to 60, sell 1. The spill was from 70, 60 to 75, so that'll be sell 2. Buy 1 will be 122 even, then our 75 to 85 for buy 2. A lot of articles being printed now about what's going on in Russia and how it could spill over into the entire world. And I'm not being an alarmist, but if you take a look at conditions right now, they are pretty similar to what we had going into World War II and World War I. Maybe a little more like World War I, where you have a lot of chaos. You have a lot of competing entities. Right now we have the Islam on the rise in the Middle East. You got Russia and the Ukraine and other places. You have China in the southern seas. You got Russia being pressured with sanctions. And the worse it gets, the more likely a dictator is to take pretty aggressive action to save his hide, to deflect attention from the woes that their regime has imposed on their population. So it's just something to keep an eye on. Just kind of read when you got time. Go out there and kind of survey the articles and see what you think. Until Monday morning at 6:45 a.m. Central, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great weekend. See you bright and early Monday morning.